Hello, guys. So this week we continue the very strong work that we need to do during the beginning of the month of Aries, approaching the holiday of Passover, Pesach, the 50th day of the month of Aries, the full moon of the month of Aries, the day or the night in which there will be also this year an opportunity for great transformation. The righteous are telling us that this transformation that happened for the Israelites back then in Egypt happens to all humanity every year, again and again, every 15th day of the month of Aries. I want to read you a paragraph from the Zohar for you to let go of all the limitations, all the logic, all your limited belief system. I cannot do this and that. I'm not good enough. I will fail. It didn't happen before. Why it will happen this time? All the things that you believe about yourself that cause you to limit yourself until today. While I'm reading that passage of the Zohar, I want you to let go of it, to just, it's not even letting go. It's just allowing the words, the light that comes out from those words, to melt down this limitation. בסתרו התפרשן בדרועין בשבקין, דרועין דתחורה חד ימינה, חד שמאלה, דרועה קדמאה תלת, קשרין התקשרו בי, והתקללו בבית דרועין, והתקללו סמך דלת, אלא ג' קשרין בימינה, וג' קשרין בשמאלה, ג' קשרין דימינה, התקללן בג' קשרין לשמאלה, ובגין כך, דרועה לה כתיב אל אחד, אבל ימינה לה כתיב בי זרוע, אלא ימינך אדוני, ימין אדוני יתקרא בג' קשרין דאבהתה, דאחסינו לכול כהון. What is the power that we have this week? What is so special in this week? We are relating to the chapter that is called Tzav and also Shabbat Hagadol, the Great Shabbat. What does it mean? What is the opportunity that we have here? Again, we're talking about cosmic opportunities and not something that is just spiritual or just religion or something in that kind. Everything that we have, that the Kabbalists share with us, is a huge technology that allows us to relate to the great forces and powers that are available in the universe every week in a different form. And this week we are related with the power of great desire. What is the desire that we want to relate to this week? We have the story of the Israelite back then, Egypt. What does it represent? Not talking about the country itself, but the power behind, the consciousness behind that name, Egypt. Egypt in Hebrew is Mitzrayim, means limitations, means borders. It means prison, imprison, okay? So you think about all the things that you thought before, all the things that imprison us are the physical elements, are the physical reality. It limits us in terms of time, in terms of the things that we have or don't have, the things that we're capable or not. We are all imprisoned in the physical reality. But we are not supposed to live only with the physical dimension. That's the lower part. That's the past. Since the Israelites managed to go out of Egypt, those limitations, those life cosmic limitations, since then, every night of the 50th night of the month, the full moon of the month of Aries, all humanity, a year after a year, all humanity has the possibility to go out of the limitation of our consciousness. Our consciousness is supposed to be in a growth process, and it is depending on our personal and spiritual work. This is why it's necessary to know all the cosmic laws and how to do them how to apply them in our life. Now you might understand why to study Kabbalah, why it's so important to study Kabbalah. Why? For me to know how to tune into that more elevated level of life, and to be on that frequency that allows me to be on the wave of endless blessing, endless prosperity, healing, protection, etc., etc. I want to be in the endless, but I don't know how to do it. How to do it? Kabbalah. The basic studies of Kabbalah, even the beginning, are allowing us to understand how to deal with this physical life, and to allow us to be in that dimension, in that frequency of the infinite light of the Creator. When we are doing our work this week of training ourselves, tuning every time to the dimension of the light, when we will arrive to that 50th day, we will be ready to open ourselves to that frequency that will be available, and effectively to jump from whatever limitation we are in right now to our next level. Because the shift is a leap during that night. It's not a shift of one step after the other. We're talking now really a leap that's going to happen during that night. And I want to be ready for that. Because those changes that I'm doing now, training myself to unlimit myself, not to believe in those limitations, will make me ready for that day that the shift will happen by a moment. So, one thing, during this week, the Kabbalists are telling us the help that the Israelites received back then by the light of the Creator, converting completely their zero spirituality to 100% spirituality, is available also for us today. How do I suppose to connect to it? One, I start training myself, reminding myself, everything comes from the light. I know it became a slogan in Kabbalah Centre, but it's something we need to understand profoundly. It's not something I should just say it lightly. I need to know that everything that is happening to me is for my best. The only, the little story that Michael Berg is sharing, and again, everything I'm sharing with you comes from the teaching of Michael, Monica, the Rav Berg, Karen Berg, and of course the Zohar and the different righteous that they are attracting the story from. But one beautiful story that Michael Berg is sharing is a small story about a person that said that he had a hole in his pocket and he lost his money. And the teacher told him, you don't understand? You had to lose the money. This is why you had the hole in the pocket. So that really represents to us. We always, think that something bad happened to us, or we are not so happy with the way that thing progressed or developed, or what happened and how things didn't happen how we planned, or maybe we consider something even bad. No, It's not this way. It's the best thing that happened. It's the best thing that happened. It's just my choice. Do I choose to be normal? And the normal is the most basic level of reality, which is good and bad, and limitations, and five senses, and a lot of logic, but no miracles. Miracles doesn't take place in normal. That frequency, everything is normal. If I want to relate to something that is miraculous, and miracle happens, and if I want to relate myself to something that is more endless, and if I want to relate myself to some kind of a reality that I do see the interference of the light in it, I don't want to be normal. Means I don't refer to things that are limited, abitudine, the normality of life, yes, my normal tendencies, even the way I look at things, everything needs to be new every time. How do I do that? I have to apply the first steps of Kabbalah. Stop, pause. When I'm pausing, what happened in that pause? It shuts off all the systems of my old beliefs. And then I'm capable to look at the situation with new eyes, different eyes, the eyes that are in the frequency of the infinity, the frequency of good. And then if I see good and I speak good, the reality that will be presented to me is good. And therefore, sometimes we might go through situation that seems limited, but depends how I will translate them. And if I do translate them in that frequency, the result that will come will be at the frequency of the light. Endless love, joy, protection, health, etc., etc. When I train myself to do that, that pause and that choice to plug myself each time again and again to that frequency, and when I am using the tools like the Zohar 72 names, Ana Bekoach, all the Kabbalistic meditation and tools, I train myself to be at the system of the light. So when at the system of the light and that knowledge, because when we are starting to do that, it's no more maybe, or I believe, or God give me. It's not. It's me putting myself in the frequency of the light. That miracle that I want, please give me, please, please, is already there. Just put yourself on that frequency. I want to hear the news of, I don't know, channel 1, whatever it is, yes? And but I'm on other channels. I cannot listen on the news of channel 1. How can I know that? How can I see that mission? I'm not on that channel. Exactly the same. Those miracles that I want, those blessings, I want them to happen in my life, they're already there. But they are on the channel of infinity of the light. If I will put myself on that frequency, I will connect to that. Simple as that. Technology, simple technology of life. Preparing ourselves this week with all what I shared with you, the use of the tools, there is the pause, and really tuning ourselves to the frequency of the light. In the night of the 50th, the full moon of the month of Aries, the Leil HaSeder, the night of order, the order will be different. The order will not be normal. Why? We said normality is basic. We want the abnormal, beyond normal, beyond logic. That's what we want in our life. So, and this is what we can get when we start training ourselves with the tools and the pose and tuning ourselves and our strong desire. I want to be on the frequency of the light. I don't want less than that. I want to be on the frequency of the light. So reinforcing our desire to be at the frequency of the light and living life of endless interference of the light of the Creator in everything in our life. I'm wishing you a very strong and powerful week, and I'll share with you more next week.